Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a quick review, some swatches, and 8 different looks on the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream eyeshadow palette. Now this palette comes with 12 different eyeshadows. 4 of them are shimmers, 8 of them are mattes. You get some deep tones, some cool tones, some neutral tones, some dark tones, and even a bit warm and some unique tones as well. This palette retails for $44. You can purchase it at Sephora or on their website like I did, but it's very large and it's definitely going to last you so long. So now let's get into the swatches. I'm going to start off the lightest matte shade, which is Sweet Cream, and it's described as a pale pink shade. These are the brush swatches. They are patted and then blended out. The next matte shade is Soft and Sweet, which is one of my favorite transition shades in the palette. And then the other transition shade I love is Toasted, which is described as a gray shade. In my opinion, it's more of a contour shade. Then we have Chocolate Mousse, which is the deep brown shade. And then we have the Cherry Juice, which is the matte kind of purpley brown shade and is described as a matte plum shade. Then we have the blue shade in the palette, Blueberry Muffin, which is described as a cobalt blue. It's very velvety, very deep, very dark blue when you swatch it. Then we have the black shade, which is standard black matte, and then we have the unique shade in the palette, which is called Bittersweet, and that is a fuchsia shade, and those are the matte shades in the palette. The 8 matte shades, they're all perfect. You can create so many looks with it. I will show you a few looks in the end of this video, but now we're going to move on to the finger swatches of the shimmers. Here is Warm Pie, which is described as a matte red brown with gold glitter. It's absolutely stunning. Then we have the Honey Dipped, which is described as a gold foil. It's such a perfect gold shade shimmer. Then we have Sugar Cookie, which is definitely one of the inner corner highlights that I like to use. And last we have Cranberry, which is a cranberry shimmer shade and very unique. And those are the shimmer foil kind of different textured eyeshadows. I did want to mention that all of the eyeshadows are in Octagon eyeshadow pans, and that is amazing. And it also comes with a huge, super huge mirror, so that's cool too. Now let's get into the looks. My first look is super simple, super neutral, just 3 matte eyeshadows in the palette. I used Toasted and Soft and Sweet as the transition shades, and then I also used Chocolate Mousse just to give it some depth on the outer corners. But that's my go-to look. My second look is definitely unique. I chose to use Warm Pie all over the lid. I did use Soft and Sweet and Toasted again in the transition, and it's just very easy to do. It's definitely one of the more unique and bold shades in the palette, and I would say that the gold glitters are not too intense, so it's just a perfect amount of gold glitters in the burgundy kind of look that you're going for. But I think it's beautiful. I think it's bold. I think it is definitely unique, and also used Sugar Cookie for the inner corners of that look. But this is the third look that I went for, and it's definitely one of my favorites. It's very neutral and honey and golden and just soft and sweet. So I used Soft and Sweet mainly as a transition shade. I used Toasted and the outer corners of my eyes just for that depth. And then I also used Honey Dip, that golden foil shade, on the inner part of my lid. And it's just so beautiful, and I definitely love this one. This is definitely one of my favorites. For my fourth look, I paired Sweet Cream with Cherry Juice, which is definitely contrasting shades. We have the Sweet Cream, which is the pale pink on the lid. Then we have the Cherry Juice on the outer part of the lid and the V. And then I also used Soft and Sweet again and Toasted for the transition. And again, Sugar Cookie for the inner corner of this look. But this is definitely a beautiful, unique look again, but wearable as well. And I'm just so impressed by this palette at this point. For my fifth look, I wanted to use Chocolate Mousse kind of more on the transition and all over the lid, but I also again used Toasted and Soft and Sweet. And then I also used a little bit of the blackberry, the black shade on the outer corners. And now for the sixth look, this is the cobalt blueberry muffin shade on the outer V, and then I used sugar cookie on the inner lid and also center lid, and then again used toasted and soft and sweet as transition, and sugar cookie on the inner corners and brow bone. And it's just so beautiful yet so easy and wearable. And this is my next look. This is my seventh look, which is definitely a more smoked out black on the outer V, and then I used honey dipped on the lids, and it's definitely a more night look and sultry look. But this is my eighth and last look. It's my festival look, and I used Bittersweet, that unique kind of magenta looking shade, as a transition. Then I used Cranberry all over the lid, and as a liner I used Blueberry Muffin. But that was my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped you out in any way that it could. Hope you liked all of these looks that I've created. Go ahead and check out my channel, my playlists, my other eyeshadow looks, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye, guys.